Oh, hi, welcome. This is a full flow video live for the first time from a place other than the Cake Eater basement at a local restaurant not to be named by manager choice. So what we're going to do is go through some last week's matchups really quick. I, of course, am your commissioner, Tony Davis.
And I'm usual league analyst Spencer Broad. We've got a friendly guest with us for the entire duration this week. His name is your...
I'm Joel Rindelab, former professional sandwich maker.
Got kind of drunk one time and now he's not.
Long story, ask him about it sometime. The first matchup was, it was really not close again between me and Tom. Tom is now 0-5 and just struggling.
But now he's got Vic Ballard, so everything's okay.
Another 1 or 2 week fill-in that he probably won't start ever, so it's a completely wasted pickup. Next matchup goes directly down to Connor, who continues his hot streak against Noob. Any thoughts on that?
Nope.
Next matchup is
pretty boring, 93-69. Not a whole lot to talk about there.
Yeah, and you know, we kind of mentioned earlier, it's a lot of low scores this week, so that was evident in that game. Next matchup is Jake Hansen versus our boy Gruff over here.
Yeah.
What do you say about that game?
I don't know. His name is Uncle Drew now, which I think is some kind of reference to a professional basketball player. I don't really follow the NBA, so
that's not true at all.
Congratulations to Uncle Drew on a large victory over a terrible team.
Well, it's better than Uncle Jerry.
Oh, God.
Next matchup was
more of a Who's Your Daddy?
Frank the Finger Blaster beating Steve only putting up 57, brutal. Again, low scores this week. 77 gets the win for Frank. I think he'll be the first to tell you that that is not normally enough to get you a win. Isn't that right, Silk?
That is correct. That's right, they're right.
Next matchup was the game of the week. West Coast Woodies and Mustache Rides. Close game here considering Rides was able to put up 90. Usually a good enough score. But for the first time ever,
Brian Woods gets the win over...
I completely disagree. I think that Brian finally beat Bedard. You know, he owns Bedard, but he can never beat Kirby. Which
still has yet to beat Kirby.
Which is why they split this year.
Brian and Ron is the real rivalry here. They're 1-1 against each other all time.
And our final matchup that we're going to talk about here is it's kind of an epic one for our league in that Joel Rindelab. Well, we said going into the week it was the biggest discrepancy we've seen in a while. We didn't think it'd be the biggest discrepancy in league history, as it was the biggest win and the biggest score total in our league history of 155. And here to comment is Joel Rindelab with the interview by Spencer Broad.
Joel, congratulations to you once again this week. You had 7 guys put up astronomical figures, and one of the 2 that didn't was Rob Gronkowski. What do you think your actual ceiling was for last week?
I don't know, because I didn't really even play Kelvin Johnson. He was on the bench.
How did that happen?
He had a bye.
Probably scored about as much as Steve Johnson did, -3.
But yes, I'm very much looking forward to the weekly champ mushroom stand. So much so that I almost brought a big black dildo just for the event.
Do you want to just go for it right now?
But then I thought, you know, after I use it for this one video, what am I going to do with the big, giant black dildo? Well, and what happens if anyone ever finds it, like in my closet or my car? They're going to say, what the hell do you have a big black dildo for? And then you know my response is going to be, well, I just need it for this video. No big deal.
What do you do this week to kind of, I don't know, you've got all the momentum in the world. You don't really need to catch on to anything. You're undefeated. You just put up 155. What do you want to see this week out of your squad?
I want to see a loss.
You want to get this undefeated
bullshit
rigmarole out of the way?
Let's get it over with.
All right. Well, what do you have this week? Do you even know? Because I don't.
I play Kirby/Ron.
And how do you feel about going up against 2 different guys?
With a mustache like that, that combination is just too much for me. I don't think I'm going to be able to tread water in their league. You know,
congratulations once again. A 90-point victory last week over Mike Burdikin. Joel Rindle.
Alright guys, that's your mushroom stamp. Congratulations, Joel. We have a new champ, overall champ, weekly, 155. The league record was 152, set by both Tom and Noob. So, new record there. Something to shoot for now. Let's briefly talk about some waiver moves that were made here.
We both had a favorite this week, once again. Kind of a lean week as far as moves go. The best move is a guy that I don't think any of us had ever heard of. Well, the number one pick, I should say, on the waiver wire. Did you know of Vic Ballard before about Wednesday?
Michael Vic, Christian Ballard.
Sure.
Yeah.
Michael Christian, we'll call him, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good pickup. We'll see if Tom actually plays him.
Doubt it.
Or if he just wastes him and then starts him maybe when Donald Brown comes back or something. I don't have a favorite pick, to be honest. It's getting to that point. I guess Alex Green's a nice pickup for you, but we'll see. Who knows?
I have a favorite drop of the week.
Who's that?
Tom Wick with Andre Brown. Get rid of him. Didn't need him.
Tom has come to me many times and said, Tony, who should I drop? Dude, who should I drop? Just like, man, you're looking at this wrong. You gotta be looking at who to pick up, not who to drop. He's like, no, Bird told me to drop the diseases on my team. And I'm like, all right, listen to the guy who has like as bad a record as you almost, I guess. But nah,
he scores 70 a week, but basically everyone's undroppable.
Yeah, those two want to keep listening to each other. That's okay. All right, going into next week's matchups here, we'll whip through these quick. First one on the board, me versus New. Should be a pretty tight game. We've both been kind of up and down. 3-2, 2-3. So we'll see. I'm not confident, especially after Antonio Brown's 2-point week. We'll see what happens.
New puts up big numbers too. He has in at least 3 of the 5 weeks this year. So a little bit up and down, but he can put up a big number.
Next matchup is Tom versus Jake.
Does Tom break 70? I don't know.
This would be a huge upset, and I think
on the level of Titans over Steelers,
I just don't think it's going to happen. Next matchup is Connor versus Steve Beal. Another close one, maybe. Connor's riding hot right now.
Yeah, I can see him going to 4-2 for maybe the first time ever. I don't know if that's true. He might have actually been 4-2 one other year.
Next matchup is Ruff versus Bird, which I guess I'll let you talk about your matchup.
Yeah, congratulations on your victory number 2 this year, Bird. Way to go with Chris Johnson finally putting up double figures for the second time. It only took 6 weeks. Congratulations to you.
This is a rough one. We'll see. It's never and then we're going to go to talk a little bit about your game.
How can you go against 155 even though he had Rashard Bennett all tonight only putting up a 1 point? But hey, he had 2 guys put up 3 each last week, so why can't he do it again? No, it really doesn't.
Hot hand. The final matchup is our game of the week. Silky gets his wish this week with the 2, 3, and 2 teams, I believe, right? And there are the 3 and 4 squads standings here with Silky and Woods.
Silky off to a hot start, getting the big Mike Wallace touchdown tonight. 17-0 going into the weekend.
Gotta feel pretty good about that, I would imagine. So, I'm going to go ahead and take Silky.
I'll go with Brian, just to ride the Brian streak.
I'll take a tie.
Someone's got to take the tie.
On that. So yeah, I think any other thoughts for
Let's leave it to Joel Rindeloff for the last word.
Your final closing word. Your league champ as far as points scored ever in 1 week.
I'd just like to give a shout out right now to Joel Rindeloff Jr. Hang in there, little guy.
Purdue hockey, catch the fever.